Hey everybody, I'm on my way to a doctor appointment, but really quick I just wanted to update you. I read a few more stories. Lessons for Beginners by Julie Murphy was really cute, okay? A girl offers kissing lessons to people like in her town or in her school, and it was just super cute. Like I had this warm bubbly feeling reading it. Like I don't know if that was just Julie Murphy's writing style that made me feel like that, but it was really cute. Might have been one of my favorites for the book. Alright, I have the windows down. Hopefully it's not too loud with the wind and traffic and stuff out there. So yes, Lessons for Beginners by Julie Murphy was super cute. The girl giving kissing lessons to people in her school, and a couple comes along, and the girl was someone she used to be friends with, so there's that kind of tension, and it was really cute, and I don't know, it like made me happy reading it, and I really liked her writing style. And I picked up Ramona Blue for my June TBR, so we'll see if I get to it. I don't know if it'll be exactly the same or if that'll be more angsty, but the interactions between the characters and stuff I really enjoyed. So let's see, what else did I read? Triangle Solo by Garth Nix. I didn't really like that one. It was okay, so the setting was in space, in like a space station or colony or something, and that's not made obvious within the first few pages until they start actually like mentioning like spacesuits and just little details. So otherwise it seems to be this normal kind of contemporary story set in a school, and these two guys are friends, and they're kind of competitive, where the one, Connor, doesn't want his friend Anwar to always get his way, so he's just kind of competitive just to make sure he doesn't get his way all the time, I guess. I don't know. Can you see? What are you doing? She's waiting for my mom to come back. Hi. Wait, can I get an angle? Hi, puppy. She's so cute. Okay, so I kind of liked that it just was like randomly set in space, but the nature of like the love triangle. So their friend Callie comes back, and she had gone back to Earth, and so she decided to come back, I guess, and immediately upon seeing her, the first boy, Connor, was like, wow, I want to date her. I can't just be friends with her anymore. It's so different. So I was like, what? And then the other boy was like that too. He was like, did you see her? I gotta ask her out. I was like, the fuck is this story? Beep, 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 beep. Alright, I'm sitting down in the shade outside my library. Okay, so the Garth Nix story, Triangle Soul. So the girl comes along, and both boys were just immediately like, nope, can't be friends with her anymore, gotta ask her out. And I was just like, that just didn't sit well with me, even though like one of the boys didn't even really seem to be like that interested in her. It was just like something to do almost, and the other boy was like, no, I can't just be friends with her. And I'm just like, so there was at least one paragraph where one of the boys was like, you know, you never know, you can at least try and ask her out, but you know, she could already have a boyfriend, she could be interested in someone else, she could be interested in one of the other girls, you never know, it's not all about you. And I was like, that's nice. That kind of doesn't negate this entire story though, which just is uncomfortable and kind of awkward to read. The writing was okay, it's just, I don't know, the concept of the story, I guess. Aside from the space aspect, which was not explored at all, really. It was like, okay, I guess. The other one I read, the last one I read so far, was Vim and Vigor by Veronica Roth. This one was really good. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. It's about this kind of group of girls who are friends, and they are fans of a comic of a group of superheroes, female superheroes. And they write fan fiction and draw art, and you know, there was a tragedy in their group and they lost one of the girls, and so their group kind of fell apart after that. And there was this interesting aspect with one of the girls' fathers has like a virtual reality machine that he invented that lets you choose different paths in the future. It reminded me of the Cassandra story, just like seeing different paths. So that was actually good, I guess. Aside from that aspect, like she did that like over a prom date, but then she like negated the prom date thing overall, and she ended up just being like with her friends, and I really liked that aspect. It just kind of made me want to, you know, ship the two female main characters together, because I was like, you're comparing her to the two guys that you were thinking about going out with. So you know why that makes me think that? Like, I was kind of shipping them. So I liked that one. It was cute. It was fanish without being like cringy, I guess. You know, sometimes stories are cringy about fan stuff. So alright, so I'm about halfway through this, but I gotta return it to the library. That's okay. It will probably still be here later in the week. I'll see if I can check it out again. Until then, I'm going to start Dread Nation by Justina Ireland and see if I can get through that, okay? I'll see you later. It's Monday, June 11th? I think. I don't know what the deal is with the minute I turn the camera on, I forget what day it is, what time it is, everything. I just had a doctor appointment with my new neurologist, so that was fun. It was a very long appointment, but it's over now, and my mom and I are on our way to my grandparents' house. We are going to be house sitting and pet sitting for them for 2 weeks, and then we go back home for a while, and then we go back to their house again. They're going on vacation different places throughout the summer, so my mom and I drive the 3 to 4 hours that it takes to get up there, and we're just gonna stay there and periodically. So we got a full back of the car. I can't even think right now. I didn't sleep, and I don't even know if I have a migraine. I'm just existing at this point. That's all I can say, is I'm existing. So we're at a rest stop right now. I just wanted to show you. I got my, we brought our tree, so he's sitting with us. He's all weepy now. He doesn't like direct sunlight, and this whole like car trip he's been getting direct sun, and I feel so bad for him. Look, his poor leaves. He's all wilty now. So I think we're gonna leave him up there with my grandparents, at least for the summer, so that he doesn't have to go driving back and forth, because I feel really bad. And we took our little succulent with him, but he got a little bit unpotted during the trip, so he's not doing so good either. I don't know what's happening. So that's, yeah, and this is the way I travel with my plants. I feel like that's very a witchy thing to do that I would probably write in my books, is to travel with my plants. Yeah, so that's just, this is where I am. It's a rest stop with a gazebo, I guess. I don't know. I'm not even getting out. I can't. I can't, because I've got a tree. I've got a tree in my way. So that's what we're doing. We still have a couple hours to drive, and I don't know. I'll probably get some footage while we're driving up there of the mountains and stuff if it's not too dark. I know the sun's setting, so it's not a great view. Look at his little, he's trying to grow a little guy. He's trying. He's been through a lot, this guy, but he's still growing. He's still growing. You recognize that dog over there? She's having a rough time this trip too. She's been so anxious this trip. So anxious. Everybody's anxious. Dog, the plant, the other plant, everybody's anxious. So this is what happens to us on trips, even road trips, that we'll be there. So that's what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I stopped by the library on our way out of town because the library said that I had a book in. I have another book in transit, and I was waiting, hoping the book was gonna come, but it's not, so I'm probably gonna have to cancel it. I was really hoping, but I got this one in. Let's Talk About Love. So I'm really excited to read this, and it's perfect for Pride Month. So I'm going to just add this to my TBR. Hi, Melly Melly. Did you get a walk, Melly Melly Melly?
Yeah, she's gonna need her water. Let me get it.
You want water? So yes, let's talk about love. Oh my god, I can't. It's been one of those days, okay? So anyway, I was really excited. An asexual black girl. I'm just, do you see the cover? I know it's super shiny, but it's a beautiful cover. Ah. So yes, representing the asexual community, gotta love it. So I love it. I'm gonna read it, add it to my Pride Month. So because I'm only up here for 2 weeks, I have this book. I brought Meet Cute, the short story anthology. I'm reading that one. That one's actually due back this week, but my grandparents, where they live, their library is in the same library system as where I live, so I can return the books there. I don't know if I can check books out there. I'm gonna have to find out. That will be an interesting journey on one of the days to do, is go to the library and see if I can use my current library card at a different county. Yeah. So I brought the Meet Cute, I brought the All Out anthology of the queer historical fiction. I brought Tin Man and the Apocalypse of Elena Mendoza. I think that's all I brought. Actually, no, I think I did bring the 2 poetry books of Richard Sykin, and I Felt a Funeral in my brain. Because I was only going to bring a few books, but then I thought those are some short ones, and they're, you know, a lot of poetry, so I thought I'll bring those in case I'm in the mood for something short while I'm up there. So that's what I brought. And so I still have 4 or 5 books to read when I get back, but who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? I have 2 weeks when I get back. I don't know. I did start Dread Nation, but I have until the end of the month to read that, so I did leave that one behind. I liked it so far. So it's historical fiction. I feel like historical fiction is always hard to get into, just like high fantasy, just like sci-fi sometimes. You know, there are certain genres that are harder to get into. I guess when they're outside of contemporary, sometimes it's a little harder to get into the right mindset, I guess. So historical fantasy, well, I guess it is technically kind of fantasy when there's undead and zombies, right? So it's a little bit historical fantasy. And I don't read a lot of that, and I always want to read more because, you know, I used to love Jane Austen and the Bronte sisters growing up, so I really want to read more historical fiction and add zombies, and I just feel like that should be a good recipe for an entertaining book. So I'm there for it, but I will pick it back up when I return home. In the meantime, I've got a lot of Pride books to get through, and that's what I'm looking forward to over the next 2 weeks. I'm going to be writing a lot because I've got nothing done in the month of June so far. It's June 11th, I've got nothing done because I guess the anxiety of the trip and like preparing for the trip has taken over my brain. I have done no writing. I've edited and posted more videos, and that is all I have managed to do.
Almonds and oranges is what they grow here.
Almonds and oranges is what they grow here?
Yes. That's what the sign says.
Almonds and oranges. I wonder if those little trees that are like spiky looking are almonds or what. But the pictures on here are of all kinds of like trees and produce. That's why I was wondering, because like there's like carrots and all kinds of things on those pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But see, like on the picture, I guess it's just supposed to be like farmland. So there's like squash and carrots, root vegetables.
And I'm getting right back on the freeway right now?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I better get up to speed.
Here we go, freeway. Here we go, freeway, Melody Jane. Hang on, Melly. Hang on. She's like, whoa.
The rest of her hamburger around.
Hang on, money tree. All right, here we go.
It's 9 o'clock and we're in town, so we're still 10, maybe 10-15 minutes from my grandparents' house. We have to go a little bit further into the mountains, so outside of town, but we are almost there. And we're just stopping at the store before we go because who knows what we will feel like tomorrow. Sometimes I get sick when I come up here. Like, I guess allergies sick, but like my sinuses and stuff get all messed up. So different environment, different stuff to mess you up, right? Yeah. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. Although it's happened a lot every, like, the 3 times I've been up here. So I'm just hoping not this time. Yeah. So it's nighttime and I was hoping it would be daylight when we were driving up so I could get some good footage, but I think I got some pretty decent footage even though it's dark outside. So hopefully if we get the chance to drive around during the next 2 weeks, or at least when we're going home, maybe I'll get some more footage. Maybe. For once, because I was filming, for whatever reason, it was not making me car sick to be like looking at the camera and the footage. I don't know, it was like maybe because I had something to be focusing on. You think the motion of seeing the moving film in the camera viewfinder would make me car sick, but no, oddly enough, no. Not even on these windy mountain roads. But you know what? The roads going into the mountains to my grandparents' house are much worse, and those ones guaranteed make me sick, and they've got some hairpin turns, so I might not be filming. And I don't know if I will film again the rest of the night, just because I will be checking up with my grandparents and catching up and getting on a routine schedule for the next 2 weeks with the animals, with their dog Silver and the kitties, the 3 kitties that they're my kitties, but my grandparents take care of them for me, so thankfully they feed them and take care of them and love them for me. So I'm actually glad to be spending time with them this summer. That'll be fun. So I don't know if I'll check in again tonight, but I will at least check in again tomorrow once I figure out what I'm doing. So it's Monday at 9 p.m. and I'm tired. I still haven't slept. I haven't slept in over 24 hours. It's been a long time. Oh, she wants out of the car so bad. I know, we're almost there. We let her out not that long ago, but she's, yeah, poor thing. I want out of the car too, so I don't blame her. The time I was out of the car, I was sitting at the doctor's office for 2 hours, so it wasn't exactly better. Anyway, I'm tired. I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. I probably will not get anything done. I saw I have some YouTube comments though to reply to, so I might just check some of that stuff before I go to sleep. And then I just realized that the radio's on. Has that been annoying then the entire time? Does that even control the volume? I don't think that controls the volume. Does that control the volume? That controls the volume. Okay, so yeah, that's I'm good. I'm done. I'm sorry if the radio was annoying. Bye, Melly. You're such a good dog, huh? I know. You're so ready. Oh, you see my mom? You see my mom out there? You see her out there? I know. She's coming. She's not leaving you. What do you want? She's not leaving you. She's not. She's at the checkout counter. She's got the anxiety. I wonder where she got that from. Anyway, I will, yeah, I'll check back in later. Oh, God. Hopefully I sleep. I took my migraine med, but this new one does not make me sleep. So it's a daily medication to take, and I can still take my Imitrex with it when I get my migraines, but this new one, it's, I don't know, it's weird. If I take it before I'm supposed to go to sleep, I feel restless. So that's not a good thing, but hopefully, like, I've been up for a long time, like 36 hours, I don't know, too long. I've been up too long. So hopefully I'm exhausted enough that I will just be able to go to sleep. She's whining so bad because you can see her through the door. I know you can see her. I know you can. I know. Don't worry, we got 10 more minutes. All right, here we go.